First, just excited about tonight to get the guys out there in front of the crowd. Unbelievable crowd. It's always a special night with the Madness. Last year and this year, and we're hoping to build from this and keep the momentum going throughout the season because we're totally excited about what's up and coming.
James, what's it mean to have an entire city behind you guys?
It means a lot, just bringing the hope back to the city of Memphis and really just having the proudest group that we have right now, a powerful group. We can make something happen special. So, just having the fans behind us is really just a plus.
Hey, James, last year you was in attendance. What's the difference between being in attendance and being the focal point of the night?
It's crazy just being a spectator outside and actually seeing the atmosphere, but actually being in it, actually playing is really exciting.
James, what did you think about Damian's dunk over you?
I was over there praying to God, hopefully he don't fall or anything like that, but the boy got bounced, so.
This question is for Coach. You had Fresco Trey come out with you, the intro. You said over the offseason you wanted all the smoke. Do you guys indeed want all the smoke?
Well, don't get me into trouble, bro. Well, we do have it on the back of our shirts, but honestly, all that means to us is we're not afraid to play anybody. This just is what it is, and we're not intimidated and we're not afraid to play anybody. If that offends people, then that's crazy, because we're supposed to be confident in who we are, and we're in this to win, and that's what we're going to be, and I'm going to keep that mindset because that's who I am.
Did you consider having Future sing that while you were being introduced? Would that have not been the same?
No, I didn't. I didn't want him to sing that. We understand that he's a legend within himself, within his own right. So just him being here and performing for us was good enough.
Hey, Precious, this is your true introduction to the Memphis fans. How was your expectation of it, and how do you like the reception so far?
I was here last year with James for the past Midnight Madness, and the atmosphere was crazy last year. And coming into this year, I was just thinking about how it was going to be. Last year was the way it was, and definitely the fans did not disappoint us today. It was amazing, and we all went out there. We had fun, and I think everybody had a good time tonight. So it was really good.
This question is for James. Last year you were here at Madness. So was Precious here as a spectator. How was it being on the other side of things tonight?
It was great. Just getting a feel for the atmosphere and really just getting a feel for the fans. Really just, like I said, bringing hope back to the city. Everybody's excited. So just going out there and performing in front of amazing fans really was a true blessing.
For Coach, about this new court.
When you said we want all the smoke the first time, when you said we want all the smoke the first time, you hadn't planned that. It just sort of came out, right?
Right.
And then how did it sort of become the back of the shirt sort of motto for this?
Well, obviously that video went viral and everybody was like, oh, they want all the smoke. Honestly, it's just taking on the personality of the city. It's just Memphis is a city that likes to compete at everything that we do. We're very competitive, and if you tell us that we can't do something, we're going to try to prove you wrong. And that we want all the smoke, it's actually exactly what it is. It's just we're not afraid to play anybody at any time, and we're not, like I said, I'm not going to apologize for that. I know it keeps coming up, and we put it on the back of the shirt, so it seems like we're kind of poking the bear a little bit, but we're having fun with it because we just want to compete. I want these kids, honestly, to have an experience to play against all the top teams that they can play against, and hopefully on top of that win a national championship, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Hey, Coach,
you've already mentioned national championship. Obviously, you were quoted in the article yesterday. You don't back down from any of those comments, right? How good do you feel about this team that you're already saying this is a national championship caliber team?
I just don't understand how everybody that has an opportunity with the talent that they have doesn't feel that way. I think all the other teams that have the talent that we have, and we have some special talent, you feel more confident, and with the staff that we have, and as quick as they can gel as a unit, that we have an opportunity to do so. And those kids, they feel the same way.
Hey, Coach, how has the chemistry been developing so far? It's like everyone is having fun out there today, and they always seem to have fun. So how is the chemistry developing with the team so far?
First it starts off the court. They're really close off the court. On the court, it's going to be a little bit more difficult. We have to be real with that because everybody has different styles, and everybody still has to get used to each other. But it starts off the court with the chemistry and liking each other, and then it gets easier every day for them.
Speaking of the court,
James and Precious, what are you guys looking most forward to going into the season?
Really just the atmosphere, just seeing the fans come to the game and have an exciting experience, but also just being able to play with my brothers. I mean, I love them so much, and we just compete on the court, especially in practice. The intensity is high, really high. So we're just trying to get our chemistry up and just trying to get better, make each other better. That's all.
For both James and
Oh, Pete didn't get a chance to answer. I'm sorry. Sorry.
Sorry. No, that's my bad.
Yeah, well, like James said, it was just, competing every day in practice. And also, I'm very competitive. I know Coach Penn is the same way, and James also is the same way. I love to win. So coming to the season, what I'm looking forward to is not being able to, but putting ourselves in positions to win, every competition that's in front of us and every matchup that we have. So that's just my expectation going to the season.
For Precious and James, when you guys hear your coach speak so confidently about this team and say words like national championship, what's your reaction to that? And how do you feel knowing that he backs you guys so strongly already so early?
Well, I mean, growing up, I've always been competitive and just wanted to earn my stuff instead of people giving it to me. So really, when Coach P says that it's really normal, it's natural. That's my mindset going into the season anyways, and that's the whole team mindset. So we're just trying to bring that together.
I mean, I'm the same type of person, I feel like me and Coach P would have the same type of demeanor in terms of being confident in yourself and being confident in what you could become or what you could do. And when I see him make those statements, I just be on my phone, then I get a notification, and it's like, Shannon Hardaway said this, and I'm like, whoa. Damn, that sounds like something I'd say. It's like, so for me, it's a surprise. It's actually my coach is just like me, that's something because I'm very confident with myself and, my skill set. I feel he's very confident with the type of team he has and the talent that he had. I'm sure he just said that, but it's just knowing the type of team he has and, believing in his players and what we could accomplish as a team.
Speaking of confidence, how confident are you that you can beat him one-on-one?
I don't want
You don't want the smoke?
No, he wants all the smoke. He knows he can just smash me.
I wasn't going to say I don't want the smoke. I'm going to just let a legend be a legend, man.
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay, so, James, what about you? Do you think you can beat him?
Yeah, I think I can beat him. I know I can beat him, but dude is a legend. So
it's the first one this year.
I mean, he's in a different category. He's in his.
Now let's get this understood. I understand how old I am, and I understand how old they are. So we're gonna praise them right now. My days are over. I'm doing something else now.
For both of the players, what did you think of the court, and who are your favorite performers tonight?
The court was out of this world. I mean, I've never seen nothing like that. That was crazy. It's way better than last year's court. But last year's court was nice too. But my favorite performer was Lil Baby. I mean, that's one of my favorite rappers anyway. So, yeah.
Who designed? Did you design the court, or when did you decide that you wanted a new look?
Input on, wanting a new court, and they gave me like maybe 200 or 300 pictures, and I just kept going until I got the colors the way we wanted, and they finally pieced it together the way that I liked, and it all came together beautifully, and hopefully everybody likes it. I liked it.
Penny, you're like right there. You're involved in a lot of the decisions. How did you help decide on the performers this year?
I take on the way my team is, and then who's hot as well, and then also who's available out of the hottest entertainers in the country. So I knew everybody would like Dolph, Little Baby, Future, and Bag was a gift. He came and performed with Little Baby, so that was special.
Was there any difficulty
in the three-point contest?
Well, we all know Mike can shoot better than that. He had a microphone on that was pulling them, and he probably, honestly, if he could go back out there right now and make 80% of those shots, but just for him to get up without even knowing that he was going to have to shoot and get in front of the crowd, that's just who Mike Miller is. I love his swag. That's who he is.
Was it any difficulty with the performers getting Moneybag and Dolph with the beef, I guess, with the two?
Yeah, we're not gonna even talk on that. We're here just for the love of everything.
No, beef. I'm saying.
No, I'm saying, but I don't know. It's
okay.
It seemed like everything was great tonight. So I'm just excited that the boys and the women's team had fun, and the crowd was excited.
Hey, Penny, what was the biggest difference from the last year's versus this year's?
I think that last year, because it was my first year and I had just taken over the job, the city was like, it exploded because it was like, okay, we have one of our own, and it's new, It's something that we've never seen before. This year they came in with a little swag themselves. They were like, okay, we're expecting. They didn't know what to expect last year, and this year I think they did. So, but it still was beautiful because when you're doing this, you're just hoping that the teams have fun because that's what it's all about, and then the fans seeing them. And so I think both were good. The first one was special because they didn't know what was going to happen. So they came out with a lot of energy. This year was still bodies in the building and excitement.
Penny, how do you measure success on a night like this versus any other night?
Honestly, just like what I said, as long as the guys and the women's basketball teams have fun, that's what this is for, for the fans to see them. As long as they had smiles and enjoyed themselves, I enjoyed myself.
Do you hope this is a recruiting tool as well that works?
I think it can be. I think if they see the guys out there having fun and being energetic and having good, performers, then that definitely gets the young guys used to scoring.
Did you
How
design
long
the
is
shorts?
Jaden in the?
I'm sorry?
The shorts, the suit with the shorts, was that your touch or
That
what?
was a little swag, just a little bit. But I wanted to do something different. Last year was the full suits, this year was the shorts, just to give it a little twist.
How long
Your
is
introduction
Jaden wearing the
video,
boot?
How did you come up with that today?
I did not come up with that, but I thought it was dope.
Hey, that was crazy. Hey, that was the best intro I've ever seen in my life.
Last year was the full
For real.
shorts, this year is the shorts, next year might be no
That was
shorts.
But you're not gonna tell us who came up with the intro?
I don't know, so I don't want to say the wrong names, but it was the guys that put the program together. They came up with that. And they did a great
And the
job.
smoke just happened to be there?
The smoke the smoke was a part of it.
He asked for the smoke last year.
Remember,